Hello everybody, this is Rico again. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your frag effects controller work with the Cronusmax so you can play with it on your Xbox One or whatever you like. So I've done this video about 4 times now, and every time I do it I forget something or I mess it up, so hopefully we're going to bang through this and get it all done. So first and foremost, make sure that your device is connected like it is down here, like it says. Make sure it's connected via the USB all the way to the computer, because you have to have a computer to run Cronusmax. So get out your controller, make sure your Splitfish dongle is plugged into your computer along with the Cronusmax. I know it sounds like a lot, but it'll be worth it. And then open your G-Tuner. If you don't have it, go download it from their website. You can Google it. It's real easy. Come up here to plugins. This is how we're going to start. Download Max Aim if you haven't already. You're going to click File, New Empty Layout. We're going to call this one Battlefield 4 because that is what I play a lot. It starts with this Sony controller, but that's an easy fix. Go to Layout Options, Controller. It's got all sorts of PS3. I'm just going to show you a couple of these, like Xbox Red. That one looks kind of funny. And then Xbox One, and this is where we're going to start. So, with everything plugged in, get the nunchuck looking thing over here from the Frag Effects, and have it in your hand and ready. So, right click on the left controller. We're going to make it a keystroke, and when you click those keys up there, the left trigger, they should be marked 1 and 2 on your Frag Effects if you look at it. If you hit 2, that's what it's going to show up as. If you hit 1, that's what it'll show up as. And continue. When you move the analog stick left, it'll show as A, down as S, D, up, click down, I guess what would be L3. And then you move down to the directional pad, and you can breeze through this part pretty good. Whoops. And then there's your entire left side that quick. When you go over to the right side, this is where it gets kind of funny. Because on the Frag Effects, that's going to be your bumper, and that's going to be your trigger, these two, and these correspond as they should, and then you get your start button. So we'll switch back over to G-Tuner, and I'm going to change my mouse because I'm not using the Frag Effects mouse right now. Alright, so right click on whatever you want. Since these are going to be a mouse button, you click the mouse button. That'll be mouse 1, mouse button 2, so on and so forth. Since these all correspond with these, it's all pretty much self-explanatory. When you get down here to your actual analog stick, this can be kind of tricky, so I'm going to show you how to do it. We're going to start with the left side. I don't know why I favorite, but I do. And it's just going to be as easy as this. It's going to be mouse left, mouse down, mouse right, and mouse up. Just that easy. And this will be the mouse button, which will be a wheel. And there you have it. That's pretty much it. If you go and want to play with this after you set these two and you enter capture mode, it's going to freeze your screen, your computer, everything, not in a bad way, but that's what it has to do to route the signal all the way to your Xbox, PlayStation, whatever you're using. And within the Max Aim window, it says press Control Escape to leave capture mode, and it's just that easy. So you've got your mouse and everything pretty much set up over here after you do these. go to layout options, and then you go to mouse settings. And this is pretty much where you fine tune your mouse, how quick you spin around when you do a flick, or up, down, left, and right. These can be pretty tedious. I would suggest going to Max Aim or G Tuners forums and looking to see what everybody has them set at. No two people are probably going to have the exact same, but that's what I had to do. The DPI is about right. The DPI is really low for a split fish. I would think it would be a little bit higher, as much as you're paying for the stinking thing. But I know the DPI on my Razor Naga is upwards of 6,500 or something, and this is really, really low. But you'll need to play with these. The smoothness should be about 30-ish, 31, 32, somewhere around there. Acceleration, all this, the circle test. The way the circle test works is when you get in game, you need to bring these all the way down and do a circle test, and then start to move them incrementally. And whenever your player starts moving his gun up and down, up and down, up and down, that'll pretty much be your dead zone. And like I said, it can be pretty tedious to set all this up. Expect to spend somewhere around an hour or two. I know me and my buddy, we set mine up, and it took us a long time, but he was way ahead of the curve, and helped me get mine set up. But since now I'm on the curve, I'm going to try to help some of y'all get yours set up. So you can either send me a message here, either on YouTube, leave me a comment, ask a question. I don't like giving out my email because I'll get spammed or who knows what. But you can hit me at Rico46 on Xbox Live. I still have that account. I'm not on there a whole lot anymore, but I am on my computer quite a lot. I do play a lot more PC than I do console anymore. But this definitely works, and it's a good tool. It's not a one-to-one as far as PC versus consoles go. I don't think anything will ever match that, but it's pretty close. Now, if you do this and you're playing Battlefield or you're playing something, it's kind of hard to use this thing as a steering wheel, or when you're in a vehicle. So the beauty of the Cronusmax and G Tuner is, if you're using your mouse and you're rocking and rolling in a vehicle, or you rock and roll and get up to a vehicle and you want to get in it, you get in it and just pick up your controller, and you can still use everything the same way. It doesn't affect the controller. The controller is still exactly what you had it as, or what it's programmed to be. You're just using this program to modify them. So for the sake of the Xbox usage, this is what you should and what it needs to look like, as far as switching everything up and customizing it. That's totally up to you. This is just mine. Actually, this is what my layout looks like for my Razor Naga, and this is what the mouse settings look like. So they're not too far off from what everything was. Now, they may be the same. I don't know. I haven't messed with it in a long time. I think after I did the update, it erased everything, but oh well. So on top of that, make sure everything's updated. Make sure your G Tuner is the latest. Make sure your firmware for your actual Cronusmax is updated. When you get over here, if it's not working, check your tools and go to options, go to device, and make sure that you have it on Xbox One or Xbox 360, PS3. If you click it to automatic, it'll attempt to detect it as it says it does, but with the Xbox One, sometimes it doesn't do it all the time. So you can leave these checked. Mine's at full speed, all that stuff. All I did was change it to Xbox One, but be sure that you do that, because 9 times out of 10, I think it's Xbox 360 or some other controller, especially on an Xbox One. So that very well may be the first step you need to do. Whatever you're trying to do here is change it to whatever controller you're using. Like I'm using an Xbox One, so it'll be an Xbox One. So I hope I didn't confuse the heck out of all y'all. Like I said, if you do have questions, I know the info is out there. That's why I did this video, because there wasn't any as far as how to set it up. And when you get to doing the actual mouse settings, that can be kind of a pain in the butt, but you'll have to play with them and really dial them in for your liking. But any mouse will work. It doesn't have to be split fish, but this is solely for the split fish, this video. And it's all pretty much the same, common sense. Just go through here and do like I did in the video, and you'll be good to go. So I guess that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up, and you can subscribe. I'm gonna start doing more videos. I know I haven't in a really long time, but I just kind of review what I think other people are doing and having problems with. I try to review things before I buy them, and this is one of the things I just kind of went out on a limb and bought it. So subscribe, hit like, shoot me a message if you have trouble, and I'll try to help you if time's permitting. So I'll see you on the other side.